Well, hello everybody. It is 1 minute until 7:30, which will be the start of Monday Night Live, Ep.2. This is the second week. Looks a little bit like I'm in a brothel. Very red in the background, but I don't know. It's just mood lighting, isn't it? Anyway, you can see that there is a chat. Please do say hello. Let me know where you are watching from, and we will. I'm gonna answer questions. We're gonna talk about running. I don't think you have to be logged in to use the chat, but it might be beneficial if you are. We've got yes, hello. Welcome. Hang on a minute. This font is so tiny I cannot even see that. Cosmin, welcome. How you doing? Where are you based? Are you a runner? If so, what are you training for? Let me know. I am all in for the running chat right now. So let's begin. Bit of introduction to me. I am Paul. You're from Bucharest. Amazing. That's Hungary. Would that be right? ADH says hello with a pink hand. That's incredible. Where are you from, ADH? Bucharest, amazing. Hungary. What are you training for? Let me know in the comments. This is exciting. Last week we did episode 1 of this. Watching while running, so not easy to type. Fair play. I'm going to assume that you're on a treadmill. Romania. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I should know. My geography is absolutely appalling. I'm assuming that you're on a treadmill and not running outside. So, but if you are, then that's absolutely incredible. Um, okay, so easy run on the treadmill, hopefully. Beyond you in Valencia. Oh, excellent. What are you aiming for? What time? And why do you have a number 1 crown? What does that mean? Oh, you're a top fan. You've got 75 XP, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Beer on me in Valencia. So are you running Valencia? Thumbs up if you are. Um, well up for talking a little bit about Valencia. I haven't had a beer since or I haven't had any alcohol since August, since we were on holiday. I've cut it out as part of the training, not because I necessarily think it makes a huge difference to the training necessarily, but it does make a difference to my sleep, which then makes a difference to the training. So yeah, no alcohol. I don't drink that much anyway. But yeah, it's good to cut it out. I like to sleep well more than anything else. Fair play for being on a treadmill. I did my first treadmill run on Friday, first one in a long time, and honestly, it confused the life out of me, largely because the treadmill pace was saying I was doing 5 minutes per kilometer. My watch was telling me I was doing 3:30 per kilometer, and I felt like I was probably doing about 4:30. So, super confusing. Super confusing. Thank you for watching the videos. I genuinely do appreciate it. I never know who watches them, to be honest with you. I think my wife is probably officially the number 1 fan, but she does watch them with me in my account, so it doesn't really even count as a. In fact, she normally watches it before I've even published it, so it doesn't even count. Saw the first live, so thank you so much. Well, it's nice to be here, especially whilst you're running. I can be inspiring you. What you've obviously, I'm guessing you're on your phone or a tablet or something. What incline are you on? What speed are you on? Are you just doing kind of like steady state, or are you, I don't know, doing an interval workout or something? I've got a hill workout tomorrow. I'm going to be doing probably just like 1 minute hill repeats at the end of probably do 10K. Really got to either need to do a double run tomorrow or a longer run, so 20K in the morning. I don't know quite what's going to happen, but really trying to get my volume up over these next couple of weeks before I get to tapering, I guess, in 2 weeks' time, 6 weeks, 4 weeks' time. Gosh. 527 kilometers jogging now. Nice, nice. So are you racing at Valencia as well? And if so, what's your target? Do let me know. I'm hoping that there's going to be a crew of PKSRUNS folk that we can get together, go and have a shakeout run, probably join Ben Parks. Yeah, if you're in shape, you can try a new sub 3. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. As far as I can understand, it's fast. Like, as in there's lots and lots and lots of people that run fast. So I think if you're in shape, I think there will be plenty of people to pull you along. I think there were 5,000 sub 3 finishes last year, which is just extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. That being said, when I got my first sub 3, which was Manchester 2 years ago, I think I was about a thousandth in that. So yeah, I mean, lots of people do get sub 3 these days. I think it used to be like a real novelty. It is definitely getting more popular. Anybody else here watching from anyone else? If not, my first Boston in April. Oh, nice. You've got a place at Boston. That is mega. I would love, 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 love to do Boston. It looks horrendous from a course perspective, but I think it's one of those bucket list type races. Would love to do Chicago as well. Love to do New York. But yeah, all expensive. It's all money. I admiring the marathon chat. Hello from England. Amazing. ADH. That's Adam, isn't it? Yes. Well, if I get 240, I would have yeah, I'd have a qualifying time. I think my 245 last year would have got me a place. Yeah, but I had my eyes set on London this year, so if I can get my 240 at Valencia, I think that does open the door to a few different races. I think as well because I'm 45, so I've gone up an age category. So I excuse me. That should, yeah. I think Berlin, I think 245 wouldn't even be fast enough for my age group. I can't remember what the cutoff's there. I'd love to go and do Berlin Marathon. The truth is, 310. Interesting. The truth is, I don't love the stress that comes with marathon training. That's the honest truth. I think I've managed to do it this time where I'm pretty chill. I feel quite relaxed about it, but I don't love I've got to do this session. I've got to do my long run. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. We'll see how I do in Valencia to see whether I do something else. Certainly, I think the days of doing races in England, I'm not sure I can be bothered because they're generally like London Marathon was crazy, crazy busy. It's an absolute lottery as to whether it's going to be nice weather. It was super hot this year, but it could be super cold. It's a ball ache to get to. And by the time you've done travel and accommodation, you could probably go to an international marathon. So nice, warm or temperate climate marathons. I'm up for that. Um, Landing on the Thursday, flying via Alicante because it's a heck of a lot cheaper. Spending the day in Alicante and then catching the train up to Valencia on the Friday. And yeah, basically just going to be eating patatas bravas until then. Would I do Inverness again? Loch Ness? Good question. Um, I'll come back to that in a minute because the one thing I will say is that I've learned via the powers of social media that Valencia has the best burger restaurant in the world. Apparently, I think it's called 100 Burgers, and I'm super, 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 super excited about having that post race. I do love my food. I will say that. Would I do Loch Ness Marathon again, Inverness? I think I'd do a. I'd do a. I really, really liked Inverness. I would say Loch Ness. I think I would do it for fun and like film it, do the GoPro, not try and race it. I would say from a racing perspective, um, I spent the last 5 or 6 miles pretty much on my own. So that was pretty lonely. It was pretty hilly, incredibly hilly, actually. And I didn't actually see any of the scenery because I was just so focused on the road. So I think I would do it again, but do it like as a, I guess maybe as a training run. But then again, it becomes a really expensive training run by the time you've flown up there. I guess you could drive, but I'm not likely to drive up to Scotland. It's like days away. Um, so yeah, going to hold that on an advisory. Again, the lottery with the Loch Ness Marathon is it could have been absolutely stark bollock freezing. The day that I ran it, it was pleasant. And as far as I understand, that in itself is a miracle. So I got lucky. I don't know if you go back and yeah, it'll never be the same. It'll always be the place where I got my marathon PB. Do I want to ruin that? I don't think so. The one that I would love to go back and do again would be Lisbon. That was absolutely stunning, and I wouldn't mind having a crack at that for speed, with the exception of the cobblestones around mile 25 and a half, I think it was. It's a cracking course, like really, really good. So, yeah, I'd maybe do Lisbon again. Valencia, I think, looks like it'd be amazing. I think there's probably loads of Spanish marathons that would be great to do. So, yeah, welcome, folks. If you are just joining us, this is PKS Runs Monday Night Live. If you're completely new to the PKS Runs experience, I am a 2:45 marathoner. I post regular training updates from my office here at the bottom of my garden. I was used to record videos whilst out on the run with my GoPro. And what I realized probably in the middle of the summer was I spent more time when I was running with my GoPro thinking about what I was going to say into the camera than actually just focusing on the running. And I just want to focus on the running. So I now don't bother taking the camera out with me. Occasionally, I take my little Insta 360 and do a reel or an Instagram, an Instagram short, YouTube short, Instagram reel. But generally speaking, I I just do them in my office. It's easy. We do a screen share. Um, okay. Did you always have marathons in mind when you first started getting more serious about running? Would you say marathons are now your thing? Any ultras on the horizon? God, that's a good question. I I signed up to do the Manchester Marathon. That was 3 years ago. Well, it will be 3 years in April. I signed up for that really just so that I was going to. I started the YouTube channel with that, and really purpose of it was to give me some sort of target to hold me accountable. Weirdly enough, I was going through my Strava data, my kind of the training calendar from the last like, well, 15 years, because I was just interested in my kind of peaks and troughs. And there are some years where I literally hardly run at all, and then some years where I kind of did a spits and starts, and I wanted to get some sort of consistency. And I'd never done a marathon before. So I had done marathon distances in training, but I'd never done a marathon. And I thought, well, why don't we just do that? And yeah, I got my sub 3 on my first attempt, which almost was like too good to be true. And we've just stuck from there. If I'm honest, I think ultras are probably more suited to me because I enjoy easy pace. I don't love running fast. I certainly don't love the training aspect of it. Um, I think there's lots of, uh, I think good ultra runners end up being really fast marathon runners. So there's a lot to be said for to do ultras. Couple of things. One, I'm scared of heights. Two, I don't really relish the thought of like the backpack and having to carry all of my gear. It'd be good if I had a Sherpa, I guess. And three, again, well, it's just like a whole kind of like microcosm within the running world of a whole different culture of like fell runners and crazy people. And I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So quite possibly you're landing on the 4th of December. Definitely we'll do a shakeout run. I'm thinking of joining in with Ben Parks is Parks plural? Would it be Parkses or just Parks? Ben Parks. I think he's doing a shakeout run, 5K at 8, I think, on the Saturday morning. I'll be out for that. I'll probably do a light jog on the Friday as well. So definitely like Parks and Parkes, Parks. So not like Parks and Recreation. Park. Oh, I see. The font is so small on my screen, I can't actually see the punctuation there. Yeah. Parks. Yeah. Okay. Um good banter. I like it. I like it. Right, who else have we got here? So we've got Cosmin, who is running Valencia. We've got Adam, who is just running away from life's problems. Hoping to get Adam back into running again. Who else have we got here? Where are you from? What are you training for? Any questions about training, about what I'm doing? Why am I sitting here on a Monday night on my own in a red lit room? Looks a little bit like a brothel. Should we change one of the? Should we change the colours? Let's change the colours at the back of the office. Actually, let's not. Let's not. Let's not try and confuse anything at this point. Let's just stick with what's working, which is this. It's the brothel vibe. Um, couple of things about my training this week, since you were all asking about it. Hoping to do 135 kilometers, maybe more if I can. I did 123 last week and finished the week with a 36K run yesterday, which was so horrible. It was so windy. I did 4 blocks of 5K and I didn't even hit sub 3 pace. I think I was probably around 305 pace, if that. It was just horrendous. Absolutely torturous, but the wind was so strong. I was so tired. I just had nothing in me. A couple of weeks ago, I got uh, I did a couple of blocks of 5K. First of them was in the 18s, the second was in the 19s. So, yeah, I know that I've got the speed in my legs. Volume, yeah. Do you know what? Because I've not followed a plan, I'm very much kind of feeling it as I go. I think what I'd like to do is get 135, 145, and I'll see where I'm at on that week. That will be like 4 weeks out. Then on that final third week, either stick at 145 or go up to 150. The key really is, I mean, I honestly feel, yeah, I don't know about the taper. Um, I'll probably drop by no more than, well, I'll drop back down to probably like 110, maybe a little bit less, maybe 90 the week 2 weeks out, and then drastically lower the week after. Um, but keep a few kind of key speed sessions. So I'll probably do something like 4 by 5 minutes at marathon pace, maybe like 4 or 5 days out. On the Friday, maybe a few strides with a slow jog, but nothing too exhaustive. I've tried different things over the last couple of years. In fact, with London Marathon in April, I can't remember if I was injured or ill or something. I basically didn't run for like 2 weeks or a week and a half before the race. It was a bit of a car crash, really. Um, what shoes? Alpha Flies. Yeah, Alpha Flies all the way. Alpha Fly 3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love running in them. I find them super comfy. Um, I've got a gift voucher which I've been holding on to since my birthday in July, which I will be using to go towards the purchase because they are ridiculously expensive. Um, but yeah, I would really, really love to try the New Balance because I've been training in the Rebel V4 and V5s, basically just rotating them every other day. I would love to try the New Balance. I don't think it's like the Speed Comp or something like that, but I just know that the alphas work so well. I don't really want to change it. Um, yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right, and I think like when you look at the super, I don't know. I don't know if they are called super comp. I'm not sure, but yeah, you look at look at all of the elite races. uh, Nike aren't dominating like the podiums at the moment. I think there are loads of really, really good options. I've actually got the endorphin elites. So I did my sub 3 in those, but I literally um got like nerve damage in my toe running in those. So I'm not keen to go back to those. I did do the Lisbon Marathon in that pair as well. Um What else? Yeah, I did those ones down there are like the Saucony Endorphin Speed, I think, like the sort of lower down model. I don't know. I haven't tried the Endorphin 2. Um, yeah, I mean the Adidas ones seem super, super fast. Really, what I'd love is if we can get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, then maybe these companies will send me shoes for free and I can just try them. Or I'll be making enough money in like advertising, sponsorship, and all that sort of stuff that I can just buy shoes. At the moment, I don't make a penny out of this, so it's just it's just my children's food money that I spend on running shoes, basically, and the occasional gift voucher. Um, so yeah, what are you gonna be running in, Cosmin? Let me know. And what are you wearing at the moment on your treadmill? Yeah, I do have a kind of like an old pair of Alpha Flies here that I'm using for my long runs. I didn't use them on Sunday for my long run because I wanted to do a bit of trail. But generally, I do enjoy running in the Alpha Fly for the long run just because it's so comfy. I feel like I recover better. I feel like I'm able to just inject a bit more speed. Yeah, loads of different opinions on that in terms of whether you should run in like heavy shoes so that you feel lighter on race day. But really, in terms of like running form and efficiency, practicing running in the shoes that you're going to be racing in is a no brainer. Just such a shame they are so ridiculously expensive. Um, so ever run barefoot on the beach on hard, wet sand? Feels like you can run faster than ever. If I could feel that shoe with a level of natural feedback, that would be the shoe for me. Well, maybe like barefoot running is the thing for you. I mean, not like barefoot, but like Vibram or something like that. I mean, I used to love running in my Innovate uh, X Talon, which is like zero drop, um, big lugs. So they're trail running shoes. Yeah, I mean, there are lots of like barefoot running shoes. I think, would it feel like running on hard, wet sand? I don't like saying hard and wet in the same sentence generally. I think it's probably best avoided. But um, I like a bit of running on the beach. Bizarrely, we went to the south of France for 2 weeks in the summer, and I didn't run on the beach once. I ran every single day around the roads and had grand plans of doing some barefoot running on the beach and never did it. I think once I'm on the beach, it's like, oh, do I really want to run? I just want to go and swim in the sea or read my book. Um, would love some book recommendations, actually, folks. If you've got any interesting biographies, running books, I've just finished reading um, Today We Die a Little. I think it's called by Richard Asquith. A book about Emil Zatopek. I'm currently reading Ronnie O'Sullivan's book about running, which is extraordinary. Ronnie O'Sullivan is arguably one of the greatest snooker players of all time. I read his autobiography a couple of months ago and really enjoyed it. And it just popped up as like a recommended one that he is seriously into running. I think he's been down as far. Well, I'm only about 3 chapters in, and so far he's knocked out a 34-minute 10K. So props. Yeah, seriously good at running. So that's what I'm currently reading. I have got the uh, on what have I got in the queue? Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Did listen to that years ago, wanted to read it again. Generally speaking, I am pretty chilled, but I can get a little bit stressed about things. And I would like to get less stressed, and that's quite a useful book. Also, um, I have got lined up Bounce, which is a kind of book about excellence, I think. I think it's excellence. He's written by a sports psychologist. I think it's like the whole 10,000 hour thing. Um, but yeah, any book recommendations, please do let me know. And I'm planning, unless somebody says otherwise, I'm going to do these every Monday night, which is good. Um, if you have stumbled upon this and you're not following me on Strava, do connect with me on Strava. Cosmin, I don't know if we're connected on Strava or not, but if we're not, come and find me, or I'll come and find you, so that we can um, meet up in Valencia. I did go through, I can't remember what I went through the other day, but apparently I am a serial non-kudos giver. There's somewhere in Strava where you can see your like ratio of kudos given to kudos received, and the amount that, okay, I'll follow you back. Can you just drop me a message or something so that I can find you? Because I am hopeless. I tend to just kind of like post my things and then I don't go back in and look unless I'm looking to see if anybody's left a comment, which no one ever does. But I need to be better because apparently I receive way more kudoses than I give. And that's not a reflection of my popularity. It's a reflection of just what a misery I am, basically. I need to do more to encourage people. That's the truth of the matter. So we're going to do a couple more minutes, I think. Any more questions coming in? Adam, you have become the number one fan here Cosmin is the number 2. There isn't a number 3 because there hasn't been a third person um, message, I don't think. Has there? I think I've been trying to keep in touch with yeah, I think I've kept this. Yeah, this has actually worked pretty well. Oh no, I was going to get a Strava window up right now. I am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to Strava right now. I think this will. Hopefully, you can still see me. Strava. Um, okay, we're looking. And Cosmin. I've got you, brother. I got you. All right. At least I think I've got you. It's Cosmin from Romania who follows me. There can't be that many of there can't be many Cosmins. Oh, I've lost my chat. Oh, this is a disaster. There we go. Um, okay. Are you avoiding trail running now you're in marathon training? Oh, that's a good question, actually. No, no. But I am being a little bit cautious. I will be honest. So I'm running like on gravel kind of tracks and things, which actually is great because it's just less like intense on the joints, etc. I did go up onto the hills last week, I think, and I just had this like non-stop feeling of I think I'm going to break my ankle. It's bizarre. I used to be so confident on trails, like running up and down hills, jumping over um, tree roots, and all of that. I'm getting old, and I'm getting to the stage where I'm starting to consider having a fall, having a fall. And I certainly don't want to like roll my ankle at this point in the journey. I missed London Marathon 2 years ago because I got a stress fracture in my foot. That was heartbreaking. At this point, I am just so pleased that I have not injured myself. I was unwell last week, but other than that, this has been such an unbelievably great run. And I'm just, yeah, I don't want to jinx it. Trail running, I think, is risky business. Stupid, really, because it's just such fun. I think you like performance benefits, I think, are unbelievable. So, um, but I'm just a nervous runner. I am a nervous little soul. My family call me Captain Sensible. I do not like risk. Um, yeah, I risk for me is shaving my legs with my left hand rather than my right hand. That's about as much as it goes. Yes, I do shave my legs, not for performance benefits, but because I use. In fact, I've got them on my legs right now. These Pulsio tens pods. They just stick on my legs and they just twitch my muscles and really helpful from a recovery perspective. Um, Now, couple of housekeeping things here. I can see that one person has liked this stream. If you could like this stream, that would be wonderful. I don't know which one of you did like it, but yeah, if anyone else wants to like, that would be great. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe as well. And I can see there are 6 of you online. So are there any more questions? Anything that you would like to know about the PKS running empire, which is tiny? I occupy a very, very small corner of the internet where we talk about running. Actually, I tell you who we are going to see if we can get onto this. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Is my friend Ellie, who is a British runner. She used to run for England as a sort of in her early 20s, late teens, is now running for GB as a Is it a veteran? I don't know. She's my age. Anyway, she just came back. She just got back to Vegas. That's where she's based. She just ran a 2:0, no, a 1 hour and 8-minute half marathon to win her local race, having just come back from Europe where she'd been competing at the European Championships where she won 6 medals. So we're going to get her on to this. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to make that happen, but it'd be great to do some Q&A with her because honestly, she is an insanely good runner. I met her at a little parochial race in Vegas 2 Christmases ago, and we've kept in touch. She is an inspirational runner and absolutely hardcore. Do go and give her a follow on Instagram. Think it's Run Like Ellie or Ellie Coach Ellie, maybe. Anyway, if you find her, if you search her and find her, put her in the chat. I'll add it to the chat because people can see that after this is finished. Yeah. Any other questions? If not, I'll finish this stream. We'll kind of quit on a high, and I'll go up to the house, have a cup of tea, and get to bed tomorrow morning. It's going to be hills, hill repeats, probably 1-minute hill repeats. And yeah, I really enjoy hills. I really enjoy hills. I find it easier to do kind of a bit of a harder session up on hills than I do on the flat. Maybe that's why Loch Ness went so well for me. And yeah, no gym for me. Hill chat. You'd like to talk about hills? We can talk about hills. We can talk about hills next week. Definitely. You're a big hill hater. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Sounds like mid-incline or mid-inclinist. Yes, Cosmin, look forward to seeing your treadmill run once you've finished it on Strava. And yeah, we will talk hills next week. We might talk about a few other things, maybe talk about some of the recovery things and see where we're all going. Do share this with your friends so that we can build the channel a little bit. That would be absolutely fantastic. And guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been brilliant. Do like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Strava. And next week, I promise to not look like I am in the red light district. There we go. That was harder to say. See you guys next week. Where's the mouse? I can't end it. Where's the button? Okay, bye.